British WBO champion Billy Joe Saunders had interesting things to say about Canelo. Hi, I was born ready, and no Max Gennady Golovkin. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also like the video. I'm on Billy Joe Saunders, his official Instagram account. Now, Billy Joe Saunders said some things on Box Nation. He did an exclusive interview with them. He has a fight later this month. He's fighting Wolverine. Hey, bub, Berserker Barrage, Dropout. I already talked about that, and I'm not joking. The guy he's fighting looks like Wolverine, and his nickname is Wolverine. That's his actual stage name, boxing nickname is Wolverine. So that's who Billy Joe Saunders is fighting. He decided to fight one of the X-Men, and we'll see what happens. Billy Joe Saunders versus a mutant. Now, he said some interesting things on the Box Nation interview, and I quote, Billy Joe Saunders says, I know Canelo won't beat me. I know he won't. And that's the reason why I believe they don't want to fight me. So obviously referring to Team Canelo and Golden Boy. I believe they will steer Canelo away from me because I'm all wrong, meaning my style is all wrong. And he said he's even willing to bet some of his purse, or actually his whole purse. He says, granted, there's no dodgy scorecards, nothing sketch, like where, you know what I mean, some like Canelo versus Mayweather when CJ Ross, dumbass, said it was a draw when he clearly lost the fight. He says, barring that, he's so confident that he'll bet his whole purse that he beats Canelo, right? And he also talked about Golovkin, and it's just, for me, I'm gonna give my thoughts. What he said about Golovkin was, he says, if you could fight anybody, who would you fight? And he says something to the effect of, before it was about the money because I had to get myself in a position where it made sense, but now I'm there and I know Canelo's the easy route, but I'd rather fight Golovkin. So to me, it just sounds like he's kind of trying to save face. A lot of people dogged him. You see in the comment section, Triple G, and a lot of people dogged him for passing out on Willie Monroe, Gabe Rosado. Now you're fighting Wolverine. You clearly avoided Golovkin in the past and said he'll beat you and Chris Eubank Jr. in the same night. And now you got a lot of slack for it. So it sounds like he's saying these things. He called him Triple G spot, and he's saying Canelo's the easy fight, but he would rather fight the tougher fight in Golovkin. So it sounds like he's trying to save face to me. You know what I mean? Because before it was all about the money and Triple G would kick your ass and Chris Eubank's ass in the same night. Now all of a sudden you got the Kell Brookstones and you want to fight him next, and you'd rather take the toughest fight. Look at this. Triple G will kill you. Look at all these comments about Triple G. So to me, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like it's getting to Billy Joe Saunders that there's a champion in your division, Gennady Golovkin, who's perceived as the boogeyman, and you openly avoided him. And now look at all these Triple G comments, right? And now you're trying to like, man, fuck it, I'll fight him because you're getting backlash. That's what it sounds like to me. Because all of a sudden, the money had to be right before, but all of a sudden now you're saying, you're all bold and saying that you want to fight Triple G and you'll fight him in his backyard. Before he was like, I want a couple things me way and bring him over here. You know what I'm saying he had to fight in the UK. Now you're saying you'll fight in Kazakhstan, and it just sounds like overcompensation to me. That's just my personal opinion, straight up. And again, it doesn't look good because you passed up on Willie Monroe, who's definitely more of a quality fighter than this Wolverine guy you're fighting, Artur. You know what I mean? And then same thing with Gabe Rosado. He's still a bigger name. It was going to be on a Canelo card, which did 50,000 plus seats, things like that. So you can flip me off all you want, but look at all these Triple G comments, right? And that's kind of what it is. You know, Billy Joe Saunders reminds me of Shawn Michaels from WWE. I'm not your boy toy. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drive all the women crazy. I'm not your boy. Oh my gosh, sweet heel chin. What's it? Sweet chin music. Yeah, when he got the little beard, he be reminding me of I'm not your boy toy. He just needs a little taco meat, a little chest hair, and that sweet chin music kick. But I don't know what this 8 Mile. Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity, would you capture? I don't know what this trailer park is. The weak get eaten. So it just sounds like he's talking a bit more bold than normal. Oh wow, look at King Gabe Rosado put, is that right? he commented on him. I heard you was getting cold feet. Wow. Yeah, see, this is, again, he was offered the Gabe Rosado fight, which, in my opinion, that stylistically would have been more of an entertaining fight than the Willie Monroe fight, because Willie Monroe, he used, he got the job done, but he used a lot of movement, less offense. Just, he was super pot shotting. He never really stood his ground. You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of movement, which is, he got the W. But Gabe Rosado, Billy Joe Saunders, I believe, would have been a bigger, more entertaining fight. So let me know what you guys think of Billy Joe Saunders' comments. It just sounds like he's all of a sudden trying to save face and sounds a bit bolder, because look at all these Triple G. I mean, you have to have tough skin in this business. I mean, even people put stuff to me like, oh, I don't know what this is, porn. But I don't know. Just, you guys, the link in the description in case you want to watch the Billy Joe Saunders interview. I just don't know what to believe, to be honest, because it just sounds like you did a complete 180 from what you were saying before. You know what I mean? He's saying, and even, I don't even see the confidence. I don't hear the confidence in that interview. If you listen to what he said something to the effect of, I know in my career, I haven't shown anything that shows that I could beat Golovkin. That doesn't sound confident to me. Like, if I was a fighter, I would never say that. He said, oh, I have to dig down deep. He said something very similar to that. Like, I haven't showed that I could beat him, but I can beat him. And I'm confident, and I have to dig down deep. And it sounds like you have to learn I'm into psychology, you know what I mean? I even took some classes in college and stuff. You got to listen to the psychology. Like, if you're really confident, there's probably not going to be as much filter and fluff in between it. He said something else like, oh, no one's going to beat me before I step into the ring. So if someone beats me, they're going to beat me on the night. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound like confidence. That sounds like a fake aura of confidence. Like, I can never picture Mike Tyson when he was supreme saying something like that. If I literally studied Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? He's my favorite fighter, and I watched everything. He was like, yeah, so when I'm doing the face off, I'm looking for him. We making eye contact. I'm trying not to break eye contact. And he said, if he turns away, cuts his eyes for one split millisecond, boom, I know I have him, because he said it's the art of skullduggery, and you know what I mean? Like, Tyson had a sign. He was really confident. He's like, when I walk out to the ring, I'm very scared. I'm thinking about everything Cus told me, and then I'm walking out. I'm trembling. My hands are sweaty. I'm shaking. My team, but nobody can know this. And they said, I get closer to the ring. I get closer. I'm closer, and I'm closer. And then all of a sudden, I step in the ring. I'm a god. Nobody can beat me. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just completely switched. He was really confident. He was like building himself up and psyching himself up. And I think, like, when you look at people like Golovkin, he's feeling himself right now. He's like, man, these dudes can't beat me, despite if they can or not. He really is confident. Tyson in his prime, Roy Jones, they were confident. Floyd Mayweather, he's like, man, these boys can't beat me. You don't know shit about boxing. These guys are really confident. It's one thing to exude confidence, but you could tell by someone's swag. It sounds like a fake confidence to me, is what I'm trying to say with Billy Joe Saunders, because you would just say, I could beat Golovkin, bring him over here, or let's get it on. I got my pin. Easy work, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like, man, I could beat Golovkin, but no one's going to beat me before the fight, and I'll be damned if I don't train hard, and like that. No, that doesn't, you wouldn't say all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not convinced, me personally as a boxing fan, that he believes what he's saying. He knows that Golovkin is a monster, and I don't think he's confident. Whether he can do it, I think he can give Golovkin a tough fight, but he can't get, I'm telling you guys how this works. Golovkin, while he has this aura of invincibility, you will not be able to give him a tough fight if you don't back him up and you don't fight him confident. If you cower up and tuck your tail like Matthew Macklins and guys like that, you're getting destroyed. Point blank, period. So your best bet is to just be like, man, it is what it is. Have that Mandingo Warrior, James Kirkland type swag, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and just go out on your shield. That's the best. That's your best bet. That's your best opportunity. If you fight him scared, it's not going to work. Like, you've seen Kell Brook, he stood his ground a bit, and he did good in those spots. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, his eye didn't hold up or whatever. But I'm telling you, if it's a fake confidence, it's going to be shown very early. You just have to go and think about all the years you put into this craft and sport. I seen an old school picture. It was Tyson Fury, James DeGale, and Billy Joe Saunders. You've been a fighter. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like to see fighters. This is what you've done since they were all teenagers. You know what I mean? In this picture that I've seen, and that's why I don't like to see fighters talk all like scared and not sound confident. This is what you've practiced and groomed yourself your whole life for this moment. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid of one man. And even if Golovkin beats you, you'll still get more credit in losing to a champion. It's not like you lost to a bum. You know what I mean? Golovkin's been destroying people. So I just think Billy Joe Saunders has a bit of a false confidence. And I think a lot of it stems from the social media. You know what I mean? People try to cyberbully you and stuff. Like I said, you've seen earlier in this video, all these posts, they're just, oh, where's Triple G, Triple G? You know what I'm saying? Fight Triple G, rematch. Look, you're a pussy, Saunders. Triple G is going to beat your fat ass and take your belt fucking piece. You know what I mean? People try to cyberbully you. So it is what it is. Billy Joe Saunders, link in the description in case you want to watch the interview. I just want to see good fights at middleweight. Golovkin is just a man. He pees like you pee. He has 2 hands and 2 feet just like you. He has fists. He's been boxing his whole life like you. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe to the next video. Ego signing off.